All right, Shalom. First and foremost, as always, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Ruchah HaKodash. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to you, sincere, hopeful elect Akim, pushing the word of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, in spirit and in truth. Coming back with another lesson. And watch and pray. All right. And I say that because just watching the news, when I get home, I'll turn the news on. And, you know, if you're watching something that's not mainstream media or even mainstream media to a certain degree, as far as different news outlets from different countries, they're just putting it out there. The destruction that situation over in Israel with the Palestinians and the Israelis, has caused. All right, Israel and Lebanon with the ceasefire for however long that's going to last. They're pointing the finger at the Israelis and Benjamin Netanyahu, the president of Israel, of the state of Israel, and letting you know that they're the individuals that's in the wrong. Okay, and you know, with that, you have Russia and Ukraine and America. The missiles that are American made and UK made, British made. That is being used by Ukraine currently. Russia not taking light of that, and them using their own missile system that has missiles that can you know travel at Mach 10 speeds or Mach 11, one of the two. I forget which one it was. So things are just heating up, for the lack of to make a long story short, should I say, things are heating up, and things are moving very, 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 very fast. All right, which is why it's important, to watch as well as pray. All right, and that's what Yahweh Shai, stressed to his disciples. Watch, man, and pray. So that's the season we in, man, because the Lord is gonna come as a thief in the night. All right, despite all this going on, around the world, the average Babylonian, either doesn't know what's going on, and or they know what's going on, but they try to put that keep that in the back of their mind, and focus on things that don't matter. All right, so this is 1 Peter 4:7. It says, "But the end of all things is at hand. Be therefore sober and watch unto prayer." Okay, so we're supposed to be spiritually sober. All right, and plus two, this ain't the time to be, impaired with an excess of alcohol. All right, just getting drunk every day. Being sluggish to get up and go to work, and that's what happens when you give into that bottle. All right, but just being spiritually sober is the state that the watchman should be in right now. All right, there's something popping off. Every day there's something popping off. Locally, abroad. All right, so keeping your ears open, all right, and your eyes peeled is a valuable asset to have as a watchman, especially when we see these prophecies coming to pass as fast as they are. Okay, so watch and pray. All right, which prayer is very, very, very important, man. The the closer we get to the day of the Lord, the more you find yourself praying without ceasing. You know, um, talking to these people is pretty much a waste of time. So there's a lot of communication that brothers have with Yahweh Shem Yahushai, the spirit world, the angels, just in our own mind, as we see and have to suffer, the things we see. You at work and you got to be around certain individuals or hear certain conversations, just like our forefather Lot. He was angry with the conversation of the ungodly, all right, of the wicked. It's the same with us. We are in ancient, not ancient, but modern day Sodom and Gomorrah, as our forefather Lot was in ancient Sodom and Gomorrah, and we are vexed with these people's filthy conversation because everything in their conversation is geared toward fulfilling wickedness. All right, and we ain't about that. Okay, so the conversations that we hear these people have vexes us, which is why we throw up curses. We ask the Lord to protect us from evil and so on and so forth. It's a constant dialogue that you have as a righteous minded individual, all right, as a brother, all right, that's trying to make it. All right, we have that the mind of Yahweh, which is by default a righteous mind, and therefore it's a lot of judging that we do in His truth, on day by day, hour by hour, minute by minute. All right, so praying is very important. All right, and you can never pray enough. All right, you can never pray enough. So I want to grab this parable here in Luke, the 2nd chapter, starting at verse 35. And as you see, it says, be in readiness. All right. It says, be ready for the Lord's coming. Okay. And the way you remain ready is by, being vigilant. All right. Watching. Okay. Reading scriptures, going over scriptures. All right. That's important. Reading is important, and what's important to add to that is prayer, and also just being vigilant, keeping your eyes peeled, watching the news, watching what legislation is being passed, what bills is being passed, all right, who's Trump picking to be in his cabinet, in his administration, so it's just things, all kind of things, the MOTB, all right, technology with that and things of that nature. Okay, by being vigilant and observing and monitoring all these things, is you being in readiness, because we know that there's certain things that have to happen before Yahweh Shai makes his return. Okay, so verse 35, Luke 12 and 35, it says, let your loins be girded about and your lights burning, and ye yourselves like unto men that wait for their Lord, when he will return from the wedding, that when he cometh and knocketh, they may open unto him immediately. All right, so that's going to be the elect, man. That's going to be right there at the door, waiting for their master, which is Yahweh Shai or not. Right? Just like if you know somebody coming to your house, or it's a brother, and you already heard him pull up in the truck or the car or whatever, and you look out the people and you see him mobbing up to the door, and you just keep looking at the people, and they knock one time, they usually knock a couple times, boom, 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 but that first knock, you already got the door unlocked, ready to open the door. You know what I'm saying? And so they knock one time and then quickly open the door, and they're kind of surprised, like, oh, hey, Shalom, I wasn't expecting you to open the door that quick, But that's because you was watching. Okay, so that's how we have to be uh when it comes to waiting for Yahweh Shai, man. Okay, because everything that's happening on earth, which is pretty much evil, ain't nothing but evil happening on the planet currently, outside of, this gospel, this good news that's gonna lead to good things happening. Okay, physically, um, in the form of the kingdom of heaven being implemented on earth. The kingdom again being restored to Israel. The earth being cleaned up. Everything becoming, that new heaven and new earth, as we look forward to. That was talked about in the book of Peter's. Okay, that's a good that's coming. Okay, but right now the only good that there is the good news, the gospel being preached. Okay, so we want to be waiting for Yahweh Shai, that when he returns, immediately when he knocks, we can open up. All right. It says, "Blessed," verse 37. "Blessed are those servants whom the Lord, when he cometh, shall find watching." All right. "Verily I say unto you, that he shall gird himself and make them to sit down to meat, and will come forth and serve them." All right. So that's what we want. We want to be able to partake in that with Yahweh Shai, being that we were found worthy, because we maintained our course. We maintained steadfast, remain faithful. Okay. Um, it says, and these is, as it said, these are the servants, man. So could you imagine being a servant that one day your master himself chose to serve you, to gather all the servants that did a good job over the years or whatever, and made a feast and had them sit down and serve them, and this is the master. Like, Esau would never think about doing nothing like that, man. Okay, Esau would never think about doing anything like that. But our Lord Yahweh Shai, who created not only us but Edomites and these other nations, okay, is gonna serve his chosen. All right, he's gonna minister unto his chosen, and that's a true blessing, man. That's something that's a blessed thing to be able to partake in, Lord willing. Okay. Verse 38, it says, "And if he shall come in the second watch or in the third watch, and find them so, blessed are those servants." So you got different watches of the night. All right. Um, you got, I believe I read somewhere that Israel, at first we had 3 watches throughout the night, and then we ended up taking on during, I think it might have been when we got Hellenized under the Greeks, we took on either that or the Romans. We took on having 4 watches through the night, or it might be different. I can't remember. It was either it went from 3 to 4 watches, or it went from 4 to 3 watches. But I believe it went from 3 to 4 watches, and that was when we got up underneath the Greeks, because of Hellenization. Either the Greeks or the Romans. Salaki. Don't quote me on that though. But imagine, you on the third watch, which is late, about to be morning. And that's when you hella tired, man. You know what I'm saying? The first watch is okay, yeah. The first watch is nothing. You know what I'm saying? You might be used to being up at that hour of the night, but when it start hitting 3, 4, 5, in the morning, okay, naturally you start getting tired, man. Okay, but to be on watch around those times, and then not be dozing off, and you're alert, and you are waiting for your master, and he actually pulls up around that time, and you coherent and alert and been waiting, and you gonna be blessed, man. And that's us. That's what we want to do with Yahweh Shai. We want to be alert, coherent, awake, quickened. Um, when Yahweh Shai returns, so that way we can receive a blessing as well. Okay, being salvation ultimately. Verse 39, it says, "And this know that if the good man of the house had known what hour the thief would come, he would have watched and not have suffered his house to be broken through." All right, so we don't know the exact day nor hour in which Yahweh Shai is going to return, which is why you got to remain vigilant until then. You got to stay on guard and on post and remain a watchman until the job is done, until we're saved. All right, now you got certain Israelites out there that have the title of Israelite, but they don't know what time we in. All right, they're not watching. They've created a user a world friendly Israelite message. All right, they rubbing elbows with Esau. They in Esau's back pocket. All right, trying to sit down and have a discussion with Esau with Edomites, and you clearly ain't being vigilant and watching for Yahweh Shai's return when you're doing stuff like that. Okay, and those type of Israelite groups is the ones that's gonna have to suffer their house being broken through. Okay, their organization being spoiled by way of Esau, Edom. All right, because they wasn't they wasn't on their watch. All right. Verse 40 says, "Be therefore ready also, for the Son of Man cometh at an hour when ye think not." Okay, so Yahweh Shai is coming at an hour which people think not. Okay, which, like I said, no one knows a day nor hour, but we are not in darkness as others. We can see the telltale signs and the clues that pinpoint to, we close to getting up out of here. All right. And with DT getting up in office again, please believe that they gonna push that MOTB quick as hell, warp speed. They gonna push that thing quick. Okay, quick. They ain't gonna waste no time, because the escalation with this World War III is it's escalating. Despite the ceasefire with Lebanon, Israel and Lebanon, things is still heating up, man. All right, Russia and Ukraine ain't calling no ceasefire, and Russia using those missiles. All right, those intercontinental missiles. All right, laying down that demo. Uh, things it's only going up. Should I say? All right, for lack of a better word, it's only going up. So, we know that the MOTB has to happen before the missiles fly over here to Babylon the Great. And that's why I said that. All right, because with Russia, really ushering out that technology and letting the West know, like, look, we gonna use these, man. Lets me through the Spirit know that, all right, now with Elon Musk being in the presidential cabinet, all right, him already pushing that Neuralink, yeah, they about to go hot and heavy with that MOTB, and Trump talking about just digital currency, a Bitcoin, if I'm not mistaken, or something like that, a digital currency that he's trying to, get America on. That's all. That all ties into each other, man. All right. So be therefore ready also, for the Son of Man cometh in an hour when ye think not. All right. The Lord about to pull the plug. He about to cut the time short, as the scriptures say. All right. So be vigilant. Continue to watch. Continue to pray. Ephesians 6 and 17. And this whole chapter is good, but for the sake of time and for the purpose of this video, I'm gonna start at 17. It says, "And take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of the Most High, praying always with all prayer and supplication in the Spirit, and watching thereunto with all perseverance and supplication for all saints." Okay? So, a prayer. All right? Pray not only for yourself and your family, but pray for brothers and their family. Pray for the elect. Pray for the righteous. Pray that Babylon get destroyed. Okay? Pray that your enemies get destroyed, Esau and other nations. Pray that, the Lord deliver you from evil. Okay? Prayer, man. Prayer. I can't stress it enough. Prayer is very, 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 very important, man. If you going to work or handling business, hey, pray, man. When you leave the house, before you leave the house, when you're in traffic, when you're on the road driving to work, pray. All right. And that's our superpower right now. Faith and prayer. Okay. And watch, and watch the things you pray for, watch for the manifestation of them. All right. When you're asking the Lord to, jack up certain heathens that you gotta work with or something, just sit back and watch the Lord work, man. Okay. Praying for members in the camp. All right. That the Lord deliver them from evil, just as you. Bless the brothers, bless brothers' families. That's the time we in, man. You gotta constantly be in communication with Yahweh Shem Yahushua, because everything around us is completely evil. Completely evil. All right, and that prayer is a way to stay in tune with a righteous vibration. This would be my last precept. Sirach 36 and 16, it says, "Reward them that wait for thee, and let thy prophets be found faithful." All right. So the prophets of Yahweh Shem Yahushai is going to be remaining. They're going to remain faithful. Because as the scriptures say, when he returns, shall he find faith on the earth? And the question, the answer to that question is yes. Okay. The elect, the 144,000, the 1/3, is going to remain faithful throughout this whole ordeal. All right. So, the men of the Lord are the ones that's really, real deal waiting on Yahweh Shem Yahushua's return to deliver us out of this captivity. And those are the ones that are going to be found faithful. All right, despite this world going to shit. All right, the men of the Lord are going to remain faithful. All right, so you got to watch and pray, man. Because these times are evil. These times are evil, and it's a lot popping off, man. It's a lot popping off. So just brothers, just a exhortation to remain vigilant and know that things are very quickly speeding up, man. So Lord willing, that was edifying. Till next time, I say shalom.